Just down here picking up some work for the family business. Might see if I can go check out some of the burn areas from the Marshall fire. Still a lot of speculation on how that one was caused, but I'll see if I can. I gotta look it up on Google Maps where the access areas are, if you can even get in there. I'm not even sure yet, but about to find out. So let's see. Cruising through little Louisville. Main Street.
It's kind of a neat little town, though. Maybe we can find someplace to eat here, huh?
Lulu's. I think I heard about Lulu's. Anyway, I don't think we're in the right area.
Kind of lucky it didn't come right down here.
It's a 2-lane road, man. Look at how narrow this is.
Yeah.
It's like for horse and buggies right here.
Yeah.
Quaint little Louisville. Dang it.
Yeah, all could have burned down.
Burn their manskis. Outdoors. Alright, I think we gotta head out on the outskirts somewhere.
You could be close to the vicinity because they ain't gonna let you in there.
See what this guy says, huh? Or is he saying anything?
I don't know, we can...
Blocking off the Prez.
That could be.
Heard Brandon was in town. This could be Brandon's entourage.
Yeah.
Ask this dude, see what he says.
Okay. Anything up? Anything up?
Huh?
Yeah, what do you
Anything
guys?
going on? That would...
The president's in town.
Oh, the president.
Okay. That would do it.
President is in town.
The president is in town, so you're probably close to where
Better be careful, everybody.
the activity is.
Don't want to be where the president is. That's
No.
hilarious. Oh, there's Snowball Kid. Getting tagged by snowballs out here. That's funny. So we're here at the exact same time that Brandon's in town. Go, Brandon. More police and security. Got the El Presidente in town. Visiting cute little Louisville here. Louisville, Colorado. Sure, this place is like crawling with spooks. Probably got like snipers on the rooftops, you never know.
Oh, I'm sure.
That'd be cool to see.
I'm sure they got maximum security.
You would think. Coming out here to Hillbillyville. Not really, but.
Well, they're trying to get some money out of the dude to rebuild or reconstruct.
They're trying to exploit the climate change agenda. That's what they're trying to do. Police everywhere. I don't even know where this guy's going. Must be close though. There's a ranger. We got cops pretty much in every corner. Alright, I made a little pit stop and I didn't even see this until the guy pointed it out. He's like, just walk behind the building over here. See some of the burn areas in Louisville. I'm here during the, I guess conveniently I timed it out. I didn't even intend to, but the president, I'm not sure what his name, I think it's something like Brandon. President's in town, and we got sheriffs everywhere, so I was just gonna try to capture some of this footage of this burned down building. It's pretty crazy. Right in the center of Louisville here. Look at this place. Just intense heat, this whole shopping area. And it's all fenced off right now. Wow. See the damage on the roof. This is a brick building with a tin roof, so I It's been pretty hot through here. See the snow melting off the roof there. Not sure what they have inside, but look at this place. So I just talked to a guy over here at Starbuds, I think it was called Starbuds, and he's like, yeah, they were pretty lucky. Actually, around their building, behind the dumpster, you could see burned, like a completely melted trash can and a bunch of blackened areas. He said they're pretty lucky that this wasn't them. This place was charred, but they weren't. As you can see, we're right here in town. I mean, right in the center of the concrete jungle here. And yeah, a building got that hot and it just ignited. Crazy. I wasn't even aware of that. I knew the housing areas got pretty much reduced to ashes, but I wasn't aware of some of these buildings right in the center of town. See the old lettering from the signs, all charred. This is at the beach tanning superstore right there, and Rotary and a nail place. The sheriff is keeping an eye on things. See if he'll say something to me. Hey man.
How are you?
Pretty good. Mind if I film you? I was just going to ask a question about the El Presidentes in town. So,
Okay.
do you know when that's happening? Is it going on right now?
Well, I will say I saw an osprey and what looked like a blackhawk.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure he's already here.
2 aircraft flew over the burn area, presumably President Biden and Jill Biden on board.
Well, yeah. So the osprey is the.
What time was that? I just got here.
Oh,
so.
that was like an hour and a half ago.
Yeah.
So it's the dual rotor thing
Right.
with the blackhawk.
So he flew in. Huh? He didn't do the motorcade and all that, or?
I
That's,
actually don't know how.
yeah.
I mean, I would imagine if Marine One is around, I'm pretty sure
yeah.
the president is in it.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Okay.
And it was one of the green and white Blackhawks that
Cool.
I saw. So
Coming to Little Louisville.
yeah.
I wasn't aware. Are you just keeping an eye on these buildings, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously they got to get it down to the inspector, and once the inspector says it, so.
I mean, they're pretty much concrete. They're pretty solid, but.
Well, it's the, and again, completely uneducated, but same stuff that happened with the towers. Once the metal loses its temper,
All right. Huh.
it's
Right,
done.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
So-
because they're still framed, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So once that happens, it's got to be. You can't
makes
put weight
sense.
on it.
And that's probably just had like flames shooting out of them. Huh?
Yeah.
You can see some of the insulation there.
Yeah. So, and
crazy.
fortunately, these were built after whatever the time frame that asbestos. They aren't super worried about that, but
Oh, it's after the. Okay.
yeah, it was after asbestos stuff, because that's some serious stuff.
Oh,
It's,
yeah.
the mitigation for asbestos is super expensive.
And
So.
even just breathing that in when it's floating around. The
Oh
air.
yeah. Well, I'm. If anybody's any kind of smart, they're going to be doing the. We're going to go ahead and file our injury report now, because I don't know. I don't know what a burning couch smells like, but I'm pretty sure you shouldn't be inhaling it.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I'm
With all of
relatively certain I saw a couple of Teslas burned, and the lithium batteries on those things
Yeah.
burning is not the.
that stuff to inhale. Yeah.
Well, I think that's what the soldiers in Iraq and Afghanistan are.
Oh yeah. I've talked to some of those
This
This
guys.
also-
must have been pretty chaotic, though. Were you here?
No. I'm actually from way down south. I'm
Oh, wow.
from Douglas.
Douglas.
So
Oh, yeah?
they did a mutual aid, and
Did they pull y'all in just for this fire from all the surrounding counties and stuff?
yeah.
pretty much?
So I mean, Larimer's up here. I've seen
Good.
Wheat Ridge, Thornton.
Yep.
So mostly northern agencies, but yeah. They
Not just
called
for-
Douglas, and Douglas sent us.
Not
so
just for the Presidente. You're already out here for the fire
yeah,
stuff.
we're here for this.
I was wondering, like, what kind of security he's got here. Security detail.
Well, I don't know who's loaded up in that Osprey, but I'm sure it's nobody nice.
Yeah.
So,
what do you want to mess with?
yeah. So, and again, that's what you see. It's not the ones that I can see that I'm worried about. It's everybody else. So,
it's an interesting experience. I don't know if I've been in the same town the president was at, actually.
You know, they use locals for roadblocks, and then they put a Secret Service guy between the roadblock and
they probably got a pretty good distance of where the
well, I mean,
is.
it's like I've shut down E470, which is down south.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're never gonna get anywhere near them.
Yeah.
But it's still probably uncomfortably close for Secret Service because they're professionally paranoid.
Yeah.
So, and they should be.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
Better not mess up on that job, man.
yeah. Well, especially the body man.
Yeah.
Secret Service has
Guys that
different
just
groups of people, but the ones that are
literally shield
the
them.
ones that are on the president,
Yeah.
those are spooky people. Those are spooky
I
people.
was just saying.
And they should be.
Yeah.
So,
I was just saying, I bet you this town is full of spooks today.
yeah. I mean, I think they've got to have a lot of this. Maybe not out here, but pre-scouted.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure they know Denver like the back of their hand.
Yep.
So
you'd think you'd hear that you had that Osprey or whatever fly in. Would you hear it take off? You'd think eventually here, right?
well, so
No,
I don't know what kind of helicopter Marine One is, but
Yeah.
it's got like a Blackhawk look with an extra section in the middle. It's kind of long,
It's probably all insulated and
and then
missile protected. Or
behind
whatever.
and lower was the Osprey.
Oh, okay.
So
Interesting. It'd be cool to see that just take off.
yeah, they did a big circle.
Did they?
So
But this was
I'm
like,
surprised I didn't see any fixed wing
yeah,
flying around too. Maybe they were just at a farther orbit.
this was like an hour ago or so. So
Hour and a half. So
do his little film op, and then you think they'd take back off though, right? I don't know.
you know,
Yeah.
I know that he was gonna do at least 2 stops.
Okay.
I don't know where those were, but he was
Right.
gonna do 2.
Yeah, they don't tell you all those details.
Was he
Yeah.
gonna-
I'll be exactly right
What's
here.
the name of the small town? Sherman? Was
No,
that?
it's Superior, right? I
For
think it's
Superior.
Superior, yeah.
Was he gonna go there too?
Probably.
I don't. He had 2 stops. I don't know where those were.
Because I think they'd feel a little bit slighted, wouldn't they? I mean, they got burned pretty damn good, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also probably got to worry about security and stuff, right?
Yeah. So.
But this place got hit worse, didn't it? Wasn't Louisville the worst?
Well, there was
Not homes wise, I thought I read. I don't know.
a couple of entire neighborhoods
Yeah.
went up.
So you say if I follow out past the highway over here down this road, it's a good place to go.
So.
Just to see the footage.
Well, like
Drive past.
so, this is McCaslin runs north-south right behind this building.
Yep.
If you go north and so what is this cross street? Via Appia.
Yeah, I was just on that road. I thought.
So-
I'm not paying attention or what?
This neighborhood is gone, and this neighborhood is gone.
Okay.
So northwest and north. The fact of the matter is, whether I like it or not, he can do it. So fighting it ain't gonna help anything. Nice to meet you too.
Thanks for your service, man.
Thank you very much.
Got you guys back, man.
You need to get some gloves on, dude.
I know I'm freezing out here. I got no circulation. I'm from the mountains, man.
Gotcha.
We respect what you guys do.
Appreciate it.
God bless, man.
Have a great day.
See ya. Yeah, it's getting chilly. So yeah, heard it from the sheriff's mouth there. I guess his theory was the sparks got in under the tin roof here. And as you can see, kind of burned away the insulation. This is a subway. I'm gonna have to replace their sign. So it's still in the process of getting inspected to see whether or not they can even salvage these buildings, or whether or not the steel frame has been undermined from a fire, and they might just have to demolish everything. here in town like that. That's the crazy part. And yeah, I guess they just say those sparks were flying. And they're hot enough to kindle things, I guess. Yeah, this is all fenced off right now, and this guy's keeping an eye on the buildings just so people aren't out here looting and stuff. Starwars. I've been told by the sheriff that the neighborhoods on either side of this road are burned up, but I'm not sure if they're going to let us in there. El Presidente might be.
You might be able to go straight.
Be doing his photo ops and pouty face and all that.
It's either left or right,
all
but
this.
they
Look
don't
at
want
this
you
right
to
here.
go.
Look at all this right here.
Oh man.
Whole side of that hillside. Yeah, those are some
Both
houses
sides.
that used to be.
Yeah.
Over here too. It's kind of hard to see in the lighting right here. This is the burn area. Look at that fence line. And they tell me as I speak, the I don't know if she was a ranger lady. I think she was a ranger. She said the El Presidente is in the vicinity as we speak, so we could get trapped here for the motorcade for up to half an hour, she said. So I just figured I'd take the time to go film some of these areas that I've been kind of itching to go see the aftermath of the fires since I recorded the night of. That was just a few days ago. And I just happened to be here. This is just happenstance that I happen to be here while the president is doing his little tour. And lady back there just gave me an account of running into some of the Secret Service that she thought was regular civilians, and he pulled out his badge, she said. But so yeah, we got all these fire vehicles, rangers, police officers, plainclothes Secret Service guys walking around right now. And wouldn't you know it, my battery's looking low, so I'm not even sure if I'm going to capture all this, but we'll see. I'm going to shut up for now. Whoa, here I go again.
It does have sound, I think.
This time I'm borrowing my dad's cell phone because the stupid camera, once again, wouldn't you know it, batteries died. Yeah, this thing's pretty fancy. Should show up pretty good. Check out the homes. If I can remember how to use this thing. Again, here we are. I forgot to look at the name of this housing area. There's the Humvee. National Guard. And you got several Ranger vehicles over here. I'm not sure what this guy is right here, but I'm not gonna step out in front of him. And then here's the neighborhoods that were burned down. Yep. Pretty charred. Mm-hmm. Their fence line. It's crazy. Just to see this in the middle of town like that.
Where the hell did it come from? Just straight over here?
I don't know, they say Sparks. It's got a camera crew over here. Maybe that's 9 News, you never know. Setting up all their professional gear. So this could be where the El Presidente is coming.
Yeah.
They got a professional camera crew over there.
Yeah.
Might get our face on some kind of database or something. That'd be cool. Persons of interest. They know something.
I'm just trying to figure out where the hell the fire came from.
They said sparks. Well, that whole field back there was on fire. Yeah, that fence line was all burned up. Brr, man.
Yeah, that $2 million house was close enough, I guess.
Look at these cars. Like a war zone. Completely charred, all that aluminum.
Pretty good.
And there's somebody's basement.
They couldn't even have had time to get the hell out.
Well, they apparently did. There's another basement. Here's the news guys getting all ready. In his tight jeans. Yeah, I saw some, yeah, these don't have any tires on them. Tires burned off these cars. It's crazy. A big campfire. Fire pit. Here's me filming the news guys. They're both wearing a mask. Of course. That's pretty cool. Gotta keep an eye on those news guys, you know? I try to twist the narrative on you. Keep them in check. Yeah, we're just kind of doing the waiting game from the looks of it. I mean, we seem to be in the right area for this big show putting on for the I don't know if they got them in the back right now. Hold on a sec. I don't know if they have the El Presidente in the back of this creeper van right now, getting juiced up for the show. You know, just to make sure he's got the strength to walk a few steps. I don't know what's going on right now, but it seems like we're in the right area for this big to-do. The police officer just showed up, unmarked vehicle, talking with the National Guard. Got behind me, looked like a couple mask-wearing, tight jean, trendy type news guys with the professional camera, lighting and all that, and getting ready for something. So I might have just shown up at the, I mean, just uncanny how I just, you know without even knowing something's gonna go down. Now this car's stopping over here. It could be a plane closed, I don't know. I figure this is a good way to get on a list by being in the wrong place at the right time. Or okay, that's more National Guard. So I don't know. I'm just hanging out. It's actually really nice despite all the snow on the ground. It's got a really nice warm breeze right now. I'm enjoying the sunset. I mean, look at this. Look at the view. Mountain. You can't really see the sky. There's the sky. Yeah. There you go. I'm in Louisville, and I got caught up in the big Joe Biden photo op, and we're just waiting for a motorcade to come drive up, and so I can go shake the president's hand. and do a selfie maybe. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. That'd be like a dream come true right there. If I could do a selfie with Joe Brandon, that'd be awesome. Anyway, let's see what happens. Here's another basement. You can see the iron just warped from all that heat. Nothing left but the foundation. Actually a pretty small looking basement from what I can see. These houses don't have biggest footprint, I guess. There's a house that's untouched. Yeah. I don't know, they're sure acting like something. I just had this guy, I don't know what he was doing. This guy right there. Kind of looking back at me. I don't know what he's doing, but he just like walked right up behind me and then changed directions and walked the other way. So I don't know if that's some kind of a Joe Brando security detail or what, but that was an interesting experience. Yeah, I'm just chilling out here with the lawn ornaments. Hearing noises and different things that are shifting in the wind. And so these guys are recording over here. Maybe I can capture these guys. The winds are whipping up again. That's always good news. From the sheriff I talked to, Brando, okay, Joe Biden, he flew in on a, it's like the Air Force One, it's the helicopter, whatever it is. So I think he flew in, they didn't do like a motorcade. I'm not sure where he flew into, but yeah, he said he saw the chopper fly over and it's kind of a Black Hawk type thing. Flying in front of it, I think is what he said, but so that's interesting. These guys I should be heckling the news is what I should be doing. I mean, that's what I'm here for, right? I don't know. Let's see what these guys are talking about though. I mean, it almost looks like my favorite news anchor, Kyle Clark, but I can't tell from this angle. Might have to kind of creep around him, see what it looks like. Yeah, I might have to do that. No, at this point. How you guys doing? It's not Kyle Clark, dang it. We got another Hummer over here. Surprised that I'm not like feet are getting all wet. It's really slushy today. I'm surprised I'm not all kind of shushed out of here or anything like that. But yeah, you can pretty much just walk around right now. Burn areas. And of course, the trendy news guys put their masks on as soon as they're done filming. I'm not sure who these guys are. Must be just one of these, you know. That almost looks like a non-news coat, but anyway, I'm being kind of stalkerish. I try not to be too much, but not too much of a pain in the ass unless there's a good reason to be. Yeah, they just got these Hummers over here. Oh. And I'm pretty sure that they're emitting a lot of carbon right now, carbon dioxide. They just got them running. It's got these Humvees. Burning up diesel right now. Maybe I can cross the street again over here. Here's I think it was another house that was burned. Well, apparently. And then there's a house right next to it that somehow looks pretty unscathed. I mean, the rooftop right up there to the right, that's just from smoke. And then you can see a bit of a broken window. Probably from the heat, I would think. Up on the second story, but yeah, otherwise this house doesn't look too bad. There go the news guys. I don't know what agency those guys are with because they don't have any marking on their car or anything. I don't know.
President Joe Biden, along with First Lady Dr. Jill Biden, essentially toured a damaged neighborhood up here in Louisville, much like the neighborhood that you see behind us, where you can probably see over my shoulder. The National Guard is still posted up at one of those entrances to this neighborhood in particular tonight.
Again, this is Nightwatch N8. I'm just out here for the Biden's visit to the burn area, where he will undoubtedly exploit this tragedy, which is still under investigation. The last I heard, it was the 12 tribes sect. I don't want to call them a cult because people throw that word around a lot, but they are a bit cult-like from what I've looked into them. I actually had a friend a while back, several years back, that joined them, and it was very kind of a power structure, how that group worked at the time. I guess the founder has since died, I think just last year. Forgot his name, but yeah, it was very controlling. And so that was my first impression as well, that it's probably a cult. And, you know, they're in the Boulder area, so you just kind of expect it, really. Look at these places. It's completely burned. Some car back there I wanted to capture too, but I'm sitting here flapping my lips too much. So yeah, it's still, the fire is still under investigation. 12, there's a video on Twitter that happened the day of the fire, and it showed a structure fire, like some kind of a shed or a barn or something that was on fire. And somebody claimed, look at this chair. That chair. Much left of that chair. Somebody claimed at the time that they thought that's where it had started. And but they came out with twice they came out with a messaging that it was downed power lines, and then the power company said, no, we don't have any evidence of any power lines that were down from the winds. And so they changed the script. And if I look a little bit disheveled, it's because I didn't take a shower today. Okay, sorry, I'm not a professional news guy with tight jeans on or anything like that. But yeah, some of these trees are really cool looking. Look at that. And again, you don't expect to see charred forests like that down here in the city, basically. So the first theory was the downed power line theory. Now the latest theory that they're really honing in on is this structure fire that was on the property of this 12 tribes group, just the outskirts of Boulder, I think it is. And but you can guarantee with the president here, who met in Rome with the Pope before COP26 to get his marching orders on how to handle this massive push for global government, which is masquerading as the war on climate change.
Now, on that note of climate change, the president also brought up in his speech today the role that he says played in more recent events that happened here in Colorado. He even brought up the Grizzly Creek fire that happened in 2020 and the eventual mudslides that happened over on I-70 over in Glenwood Canyon.
We always have to have a crisis. We always have to have a boogeyman, and so you can be sure that he will exploit this tragedy like they always do, and use it for their advantage, because their motto is never let a good crisis go to waste, and these politicians will sink to they have no low that they won't sink to in order to push their agendas, which currently apparently are one world government, global governance, and the method by which they plan on implementing that global government is climate disasters, climate change, the war on climate, which involves, of course, the whole world, right? You can't just be an island. You can't just be your own nation state anymore. You have to be part of this big collective to save the earth, of course, because they're really concerned about future generations, right? As they mass inject them all with unforeseen consequences long term. Anyway, this is pretty eerie just walking around this neighborhood. It is a bit like kind of I pictured it. I'm not sure if the motorcade is coming through here. I might have just got you all excited for that for no reason. But let me do some more filming while there's still light. And it's kind of eerie at this time of day. It's really, you just kind of see silhouettes here and there. And these trees are just awesome. Let me show you a little closer up. So yeah, these outlines of these charred trees are pretty dramatic. And yeah, there's definitely not much left of these houses. There's been a big, beautiful pine tree at one time. And there's that old familiar, freshly quenched campfire smell. Here's a fence post. I'm not sure how it ended up over there, but I wanted to show you this area. There's a guy out walking his dog. I don't want to film him. Yeah, look at that place. Crazy. It's rubble. How's it going? Hey, puppers. So yeah, the old fence line. That guy was a little, not sure if he's just a little perturbed from all the looky-loos like myself, or if he's some kind of a spook, but he didn't say anything. I said, how's it going? And he didn't even answer me. It's like, okay. Said hi, puppy, and goodbye. There's a house. There's some kind of a couple vehicles cruising by. Looks like some old ruins or something. There's a car. It looks like what is that? A power pole? Something sat on top of that car. Oh wow, it almost looks like a beam, like a metal beam fell on top of that car. Crazy. You can see the lighting is not the best right now. It's getting a little dull. Thankfully I got this cell phone, because otherwise my other camera might not even pick up as much light as this thing does. Yeah, it is pretty neat. I'm glad I made it out here today. Wasn't planning on it. We were just down here to pick up some work. Yeah, quite a bit of damage here. things were really hot coming through this place. I think it's interesting, the tops of these fences, how it's just like carved away. And like, look at this. Look at the hole in this fence. Right? Isn't that weird? How it burned. I guess those are just like the flames, right? Just cutting through this dry. I don't even think it's real wood. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, I think it's real wood fence. But it's probably a little older, you know, a little dry. Look at that. It just carves through. Almost like a laser beam, right, man? Yeah. I heard a lot of those theories about the directed energy weapons. I'm not 100% sold on that's what... I mean, obviously I'm not 100% sold. I think the more likely culprit is the couple crazies that were lighting fires. I think it was the same week, or within the same week, in the same exact areas. We had a couple of arsonists that were caught. One lady has already been in prison. Not sure if it was for a similar offense, but yeah, they caught her in Boulder trying to light fires. Like literally the same week that this happened. These ducks flying over. Whoa, that's cool. It's cool to hear their wings too. Yeah, so there's that. There's not much left of this neighborhood. Try to get the name on my way out if I can. Otherwise, I'll try to look it up. Put a link up on the top of the screen for later. Yeah, it's just pretty. It's amazing how much destruction fire can just reduce everything. And this house was spared, right? Everything around it wasn't. That's what's crazy. Yeah, how quickly it can reduce everything just to ashes, you know. Yeah, just level whole houses, burn cars into these little aluminum skeletons. It's amazing. No tires left on the cars. Alright, so we'll see what's up here. There's another police vehicle, and I'm assuming we're kind of stuck in here for a little while because I'm not sure if he's coming here or not. El Presidente, but we're apparently probably close enough that I'm not sure if they're going to let us out and find out. Walk past this little Hummer here. Listen to the sound of that diesel. Pretty sweet. There's the Hummer. National Guard. Like some young girl in there. On her phone as well. I mean, it would be cool, maybe, to get the motorcade fly past, but it's kind of creepy right now because I'm not seeing anybody on the road. So I don't know if that's a sign of something. All of a sudden, the main highway here got really dark. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Yeah, it's McCaslin Boulevard. That's where I'm at, McCaslin Boulevard. So I'm not too sure what's holding up old Joe. He's not going to see a whole lot. He must already be out there. He must have already done the photo op because by this time you're not going to see a whole lot without some spotlights. So I don't know. I guess we might have missed him. Might have missed the motorcade. It's an interesting experience though. I've never actually, I don't think in my memory that I've been in the same area, same town. I know, sorry for my appearance, but in the same area, in the same town as the Presidente of the United States of America. But I guess that's what happened today. Anyway, I'm freezing. I look like a, what's that one guy called? The abominable, not the Yeti, the other guy that they found frozen in the ice. Anyway, these things come to my mind and then I lose them that quickly. Anyway, everybody, I think I'm gonna get in a warm car, gonna go out, get something to eat, and if that is they allow us out of here, we'll see. Looks like there's still several other cars up here, but I can't imagine by this time he's still touring when he can't even see anything, especially with his eyesight. You know, he's wearing those aviator shades because his eyes are going on him. He can't even read the teleprompters anymore. So I'm assuming the show is for the most part over, but I'll let you know if not. Thanks for watching. It's Nightwatch N8. Have a good weekend. See ya. God bless. And I think we're blocked in. Yep. We're definitely blocked in. Here comes a line of cars. We'll see what this is. Highly doubt it at this point, but I think they're just turning people around from this area. Yeah, that's what's going on right now. So I think we're trapped. As the kind ranger lady told us we would be. I think we're in the no-go zone, because she's kind of blocking the street for us. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, and this down this way is just blacked out. Like, I haven't seen traffic come up this road for 10-15 minutes now. So yeah, they apparently have barricaded us in. And as you can see, they're turning cars around right down here. Yep. Fun times. Now we gotta sit and wait, I guess. Now we sit and wait.
Yeah, we were in the evacuation zone. We were going north to west, northeast. We were evacuating from Starwars, so
Still waiting around.
Jim, just to set the scene here in Louisville, just off to my right, several hundred people who have been in this area through the afternoon, hoping to get a glimpse of the president and the presidential motorcade. He came to this area, and right now, and for about the last hour, he's been right inside the Louisville Recreation Center, talking to families and those affected by the fire. The president and the first lady arrived in this area just before 3 o'clock this afternoon. 2 aircraft flew over the burn area, presumably President Biden and Jill Biden on board. They were surveying the more than 1,000 homes lost to the Marshall Fire. Fire victims, like Dave Reynolds, who lost his home to the flames, gathered at the rec center hoping to speak to the president.
And I feel very terrible that there were over 990 structures, destroyed. And so one of the things that's going to be imperative is, with the shortage of materials that is in the country right now, is there going to be able to, be that foundation of supply to be able to rebuild those amount of houses.
And prior to arriving here to talk to families here at the Louisville Rec Center, the president toured the Harper Lake area of Louisville, looking at the damage there. And the president is due to leave Colorado at about 6:40 tonight, departing from DIA.
The commitment began the day the fire started, December 30th, when the governor asked me for some urgent assistance. And because we had worked earlier, we had gotten a particular satellite in the sky to be able to be focused on y'all.
Today is the end of the Republic.
What is it?
And the situation is a blinking code red for our nation, because the combination of extreme drought, the driest period from June to December ever recorded, unusually high winds, no snow on the ground to start, created a tinderbox, a literal tinderbox. And even if it was not your backyard, you could feel the ripple effects of what happened. And so, folks, think about when the Grizzly Creek fire hit Colorado in 2020, helping trigger that massive mudslide that washed out an entire section of I-70, adding hours to people's drives. And, we can't ignore the reality that these fires are being supercharged. They're being supercharged by change in the weather. Not very far from here, as I was riding out with the governor, I was saying, Gov, this all looks familiar. I passed over that cemetery, I passed over that area before. I was on my way up to the facility that is one of the most advanced facilities in the country, and not the country, maybe in the world, to find alternatives to fossil fuels. You got, by the way, if you're ever able to see it, we're going to have windmills you're going to see that have 100-yard wingspans each propeller on that windmill, 100 yards long. So there's so much that is going to be able to be done. And when I visit the National Renewable Energy Lab, about 20 miles, I said, from here, it's also going to create a significant number of jobs. The reason I'm telling you this is that's no solace that you lost your home now, but it's that we're going to be able to do a lot of renewable things that allow you to not only rebuild, but afford to rebuild and rebuild better, to build back better than it was before. And it includes billions of dollars for wildfire preparedness, resilience, and response to protect homes and public resources. And folks, there's going to be a lot of good jobs we can create, and we're going to do by acting boldly. But the bottom line here is we have to summon the courage to do something about it, to build back better as one nation. I got a recovery here in Boulder County. It's going to take a long time. I'm not going to kid you. But we're going to stay with you as long as it takes. We're going to be here for every step of the way, I promise. And it's going to be better. It's going to be better.
This is not